Today we're going to learn how to change a percent into a fraction. Now, rule number 1 says that percent is always over 100. So like on a test, if you got 25%, you got 25 out of 100%. So let's do that. That gives us 25 over 100. Now, rule 2 says if there's a decimal in our percent, we must move it over. Don't have any of those, so we can skip rule 2 and 3. Rule 4 says if your answer is improper, you must change it to a mixed number. Now 25 over 100 is a proper fraction, so we can skip rule number 4. Now rule number 5 says we must put our answer in simplest form. Now to do that, we're going to divide both numbers by 25. And 25 divided by 25 is 1, and 100 divided by 25 is 4, giving us a final answer of 1/4. So 25% as a fraction is 1/4. Now for our next example, we're going to change 2.5% into a fraction. Now again, percent is always over 100, so let's do that. So that gives us 2.5 over 100. Now, rule 2 says if we have a decimal in our percent, which we do right there, we need to move it over to the end of the number. So let's do that. We'll move this over once. Now, rule 3 says we need to move the decimal over in the 100 as well over once. Again, if we have a blank, let's put a 0. Now the fraction is 25 over 1,000. Now rule 4 says if our answer is improper, we must change it to a mixed number. And of course 25 over 1,000 is a proper fraction, so we don't have to do that. So the last thing we need to do is make sure our answer is in simplest form. Now to do that, we're going to divide both by 25. And 25 divided by 25 is 1. And 1,000 divided by 25 is 40, giving us a final answer of 1/40, or 1/40. Now for our last example, we're going to change 125% into a fraction. And again, rule 1 says percent is always over 100. So that gives us 125 over 100. Rule 2 says if there's a decimal, we need to move it over. Don't have any decimals, so we can skip rule 2 and 3. On to rule 4. If our answer is improper, we must change it into a mixed number. Now as you can see, our numerator is larger than our denominator. We have an improper fraction. Now to change that into a mixed number, we divide the numerator by the denominator, or we do it in the box, out of the box. So let's do that. 125 goes in, and 100 goes out. 100 does not go into 1. It does not go into 12 either. 100 goes into 125 once. And subtract, leaving us with a remainder of 25. Now to change this completely into a mixed number, we must do quotient remainder over divisor. And our quotient was 1, our remainder was 25, and our divisor is 100. So now we have an answer of 1/25 over 100. Now the last thing we need to do is make sure our answer is in simplest form. And to do that, we're going to divide both numbers by 25. So 25 divided by 25 is 1. And 100 divided by 25 is 4. Now don't forget our whole number here. So our final answer is 1 and 1/4. So 125% as a fraction is 1 and 1/4.